welcome to Phelps Talks About Films. I'm Logan Phelps, and this is Julian.
Hi.
And today, we're going to be talking about...
The Batman.
The Batman was directed by Matt Reeves and stars Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, and Colin Farrell. Robert Pattinson plays the Batman, Zoe Kravitz plays Catwoman, Paul Dano plays the Riddler, and Colin Farrell plays the Penguin. What are your thoughts about these actors' portrayal of the character?
I think they're awesome. I think it's like one of the best Batman movies I've ever watched, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I like it a lot.
I thought Paul Dano's portrayal of the Riddler was awesome.
Yeah, I like how they based it off the Zodiac Killer. It was really nice.
Yeah, they basically took characteristics from the Zodiac Killer, his way, the way he looks, even in his ciphers and all that. He took that from the Zodiac movie or Zodiac Killer, and they put it into the Riddler, which I thought was cool because I'm a big fan of that movie. But yeah, so we'll take Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one with was it
Batman Forever? No, it was
one of those trash movies.
Yeah.
But all right, so we'll take Jim Carrey and then we'll compare him to Paul Dano. So Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler. Props to Jim Carrey though. Him and then the one from the Batman series, the really old one with Adam West. Props to them because they really created the character. They really shaped them. And so yeah, but Jim Carrey's compared to the Riddler's, Jim Carrey's wasn't hitting that much,
Yeah.
Wasn't hitting the right way. But so Jim Carrey's was very manic, very wild, very
he sounded like a psychopath.
yeah, basically. But then Riddler's, they took like a socially awkward guy and just gave him everything he needed, and basically it just went from there.
Yeah, made him into instead of a actual psychopath, made him into some type of sociopath that goes on the internet, like someone who goes on the internet and
Yeah. But yeah. So who would you say is more crazier? The Riddler from the other Batman or Paul Dano's Riddler? Jim Carrey's Riddler or Paul Dano's?
I say Paul Dano's, because he's literally a psychopath, put bombs all around the city, which can kill probably a lot if it wasn't for Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, also at the very beginning of the Batman, where Paul Dano is looking through the window, he goes to the mayor's, the I don't know his name, the guy who was running for mayor in the movie, and he kills him. That was terrifying.
Great. That was awesome the way they showed him firsthand in the movie.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And they used foreshadowing when he killed them. You remember that part when he killed them, and the carpet scooper thing, it fell, and there's this one scene where it lands on the ground, and the Riddler catches it, and then the next scene where Batman's in the same room as the president, I guess, the mayor.
Crime scene.
Yeah, they used the same scene, which was foreshadowing that it was the same place, and the blood stains on it, so it showed oh yeah, I'm right there, and that's exactly where it is.
Yeah, he's basically putting himself into Riddler's shoes, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah. The Riddler's terrifying in this movie. The only part where I didn't really take him seriously is whenever they took the voice changer off of him.
Yeah.
He sounded like a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I know.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, his is pretty evil. But it's a good character, though. Good portrayal. Let's talk about Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson as the Batman. Who would think that one of the lead stars from Twilight would be such a good role part for Batman?
I love how he's so instead of he's just he doesn't sound so physical. He's physical. I mean, but he just sounds so he seems like an actual person that stay in the dark in the night, stay in the dark for the whole night. I don't know. It just seems more better instead of some person goes in a beats up Joker or something. I don't know.
Yeah, his character is way more emo than all the other ones. I think they literally took every characteristic from the comics and put it into Robert Pattinson's character.
Yeah.
You can also see every time they're outside or not inside a building, it's always raining and always dark, and there's always orange glowing from it. They also extracted that from the comics, I'm pretty sure. So they made sure that every single scene outside is taking place in the rain. It's always dark, it's always gloomy. Even in the part where it's daytime, and the chief of police, I think, was announcing the mayor's death, it was still cloudy and gloomy, which I think is pretty cool. They're
There's
keeping
never
it
a day
consistent.
where Gotham is like having a nice day. There's never like it's never like, oh, it's sunny, because Gotham is supposed to be dark and gloomy and like filled with crime.
Yeah, I mean it's DC, not Marvel.
Mm.
But that's what sets aside DC from Marvel. But yeah, back to Robert Pattinson's portrayal of Batman. Robert Pattinson got ripped for this role. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's pretty impressive. And plus, he didn't have a lot of time, not a lot of prep time for the role. He had to do as much as he could in a very small amount of time. He was like, I mean, he was fit, but he wasn't like.
He wasn't like Batman fit. He was like crazy fit. Yeah.
But yeah, he was given that time. He was given like, I'm not sure the exact prep time for it, but he wasn't given a lot. Like, I don't know. Like you take Chris Pratt, who plays Andy Dwyer in the Parks and Rec, and you compare him to Star-Lord. Like there's a lot of prep time.
Yeah, there's different.
Yeah, but yeah, because of Robert Pattinson's like prep time for it, I mean he did a pretty good job with what time he had.
Yeah, I agree. I really like his bat suit. It's really great. It's really awesome. I like how like they made it better than like the other movie where, like they gave Batman like nipples.
Oh yeah.
That was weird. I don't know why, but they said it was gonna it was like supposed to be inspiration from like Roman statues and like because they use nipples as chest plates, but it's weird. But like I think it's
funny though.
Yeah, I think it's way better. Do you prefer the one in Dark Knight or do you prefer the one in the Batman?
Well, before seeing this movie, I always thought Dark Knight's always going to be my favorite. No one can replace Christian Bale as the Batman. But I saw this new one and I was like, Dark Knight's great. But it's a very, very close second. The Batman from this new one, the way Robert Pattinson portrayed the role is just way better than all the other ones.
Yeah.
I always thought it would be, before I saw the movie, I always thought it would be Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, maybe Robert Pattinson, because I hadn't seen anything before the movie. And then I was like, and then Adam West. Val Kilmer was not one of my favorite Batmans, but, I mean, he did contribute to the franchise. Okay, let's talk about the Penguin, Colin Farrell. I could not recognize him in that fat suit.
I know. I when I first saw the movie, I thought he was just like fat. I didn't know he was a totally different person in a whole different body. Even his like daughter who was gonna watch the movie, first time, he got scared of the penguin. He didn't even recognize his dad, which is crazy, and I like that fact.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that bodysuit had some like awesome detailing.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't see where the skin started and when it stopped. When the latex like began. But it was crazy. I was watching it. I knew in the back of my mind that Colin Farrell was gonna be in the movie, but I just didn't. I knew that he was gonna be in the movie, but I never was like, I was like, where is he? I was like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that the detailing was crazy.
I think it was awesome. I like how like they make him not like a villain yet, but like I mean he's a bad guy, but like I don't know if he sells like drugs or something, but it makes him like not seem like a bad person. It doesn't make him like act like a criminal yet, because I feel like in the second movie he probably get like a bigger role where like he becomes an actual threat.
Yeah, and what you're saying about the drugs, they literally took basically crack, right?
Yeah.
And made it, instead of like being at cocaine where you snort cocaine, they put eye drops in your eyes and that gives you like a high, which is a unique take on the drugs, but I mean it's whatever. But also what you're saying, maybe it's different to what you were saying, but the Penguin, instead of making him a big criminal and like making him look all penguin-y, like in Michael Keaton's one, or I think it's Batman Returns.
Like they make him look like was it like what's the actor's name? It was like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
They made him look like they just ripped him from a cartoon.
He literally looked like a penguin. He had a pointy nose. He had a top hat. He was literally living in the sewers with penguins.
I know.
But this one they just gave him like a limp, and he had just a
triangle-ish nose. It wasn't like noticeable, but you can tell the reason why people can call him the Penguin.
Right.
In the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah, and he always wearing tux like a black and white. But I liked it. I liked Colin Farrell's portrayal of the Penguin.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman.
I think that's the best Catwoman I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it's her and Michelle Pfeiffer that were my favorites.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I like their suit. I like how they didn't. I like how she didn't call herself Catwoman. She just called herself the Cat.
That cat burglar.
Yeah.
Like it's always because she only said cat whenever she's like the bat and the cat. Like that's the only time. And her costume was not like.
It wasn't like It wasn't like latex like suit. It was like an actual like if a burglar was actually gonna go in somewhere like they got like an actual beanie or something like rip off pieces. It looked handmade. Like she was like from an apartment.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't like she was a cat. She just had a beanie that was like. Had like
two little things.
Yeah, but it wasn't on purpose. It was just how the beanie was.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. It's like she's Catwoman, but it's not obnoxious. It's not like it's in your face, but you know that it's Catwoman.
Like she doesn't have a tail or anything, or like a big like zipper that she always has in the comics.
Or a whip. Like where did the whip come from?
Yeah, I know, but like she's like a thief. Like they bring her to like the core. Like she's a thief and she's a burglar and she's a cat.
Yeah. But yeah, I also like kind of like the love story between Batman and Catwoman.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because Batman's always dark. He doesn't really get into like that type of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But Catwoman kind of like, or is it Batman teases Catwoman or Catwoman teases Batman?
Catwoman teases Batman.
Mm.
I like the part where like he was looking at her changing. That was weird.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, Batman. But I think it was like a both-sided thing. Because remember whenever
he can't be tempted because that's his persona.
Yeah, he can't have any distractions. His one goal, his one mission, his one is to stop all crime and fight for justice.
Yeah, and he can't just be distracted by like love or like a thief that like wants him to love him. Mm. So,
but then Catwoman moved away, so that's the end of that.
I heard in the second movie we actually are gonna get more Catwoman.
Really?
So, yeah. So.
Played by Zoe Kravitz.
Mm.
Oh, that's crazy. So she's just gonna come back.
I think so.
You know who else I'm excited? You know who else they're gonna bring into the movie?
Who?
The Riddler. Or not the Riddler. Two-Face.
Two-Face? Oh yeah, the Two-Face.
He's gonna be played by Matthew McConaughey, one of my favorite actors right now.
I'm actually excited to see what he looks like, cause like in the other like when they make Two-Face look like Two-Face, like they make him look too like not cartoony, just like it looks too like I want to see like an actual scarred Two-Face.
Yeah.
I want to see him like
Wait, are you talking about The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like they made his eye look like a circle kind of.
Like he's an actual eyeball.
Yeah, and like I wonder what they're gonna make him like. There's this book where the Batman universe takes place in the 1920s and 1940s, like during World War II, and they make Two-Face look like Two-Face, but just with like a bunch of scars around his cheek and his eyes, but like not just like a horribly like scarred up face. And I guess like Batman is like was like in World War II with Two-Face, and I guess they were fighting together, and I guess he got scarred by a bomb, and like it just makes him look like I don't know. They just edited a photo of like some random dude and it looks so real. Like if that was Two-Face in real life, that would be him. And I wish they could probably make it look like that.
Maybe that's what they're gonna extract from the comics or whatever it was. But the worst Two-Face portrayal or look of Two-Face is probably Tommy Lee Jones's.
What if they make him purple?
That's literally what Tommy Lee Jones was. It's literally just purple and like a weird like brainy looking face.
Yeah.
That was the worst. I hated that one. But I think I liked Harvey Dent's Two-Face in Dark Knight. I think that one was good.
Yeah.
I think it was very cartoonish.
I think since like in this universe of Batman, they're trying to make it more like grounded and like more real. That's why we haven't got like I don't know like Killer Croc or like Bane.
Yeah, those are like very out there.
Yeah.
They're not like serial killers.
Yeah.
So, like that couldn't happen in real life. Like Penguin being a mob, whatever, that could happen. Paul Dano's Riddler, just a crazy guy, that could happen.
Yeah.
Or Two-Face, he could get his face burned off and be like, "Now I'm mad." That could happen.
Maybe it's a good thing that Mr. Freeze isn't going to be in the next second movie, because then like they're good. If they're trying to keep a grounded version of the movie, like of the universe, then yeah, it would make sense that Mr. Freeze will be in it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. Now let's talk about the cinematography. That was wild.
I love it. I love at the end of the movie how like kind of at the end of the movie where like he used a red torch thingy.
Oh yeah, the flare.
And it was showing like he helped. Like it was. I think it was like a symbol. Like he helps people no matter what, and like the people are like reaching out to him in the water.
Yeah. At first they were like, no, and then they were like, okay,
Yeah,
you good. But I liked all of it basically, except for that one goofy scene where he's flying off the building with the GoPro effect looking thing.
Oh yeah, I think it was funny. I think it was funny when he fell though, because I think it shows that like he's still like becoming Batman.
He's still learning. Because in the movie he's like
2 years.
2 of Batman being Batman. You know, so he's still learning. So there is progression. It's not like Dark Knight Rises where he's like 100 and still fighting crime.
He's like not professional, but like
he's just like a old guy. He's wise basically.
Yeah.
But he's still learning, which is really good if they want to carry out this.
I like how they make him have mistakes because he's still like becoming the Batman. He hasn't like officially become Batman. He doesn't feel like Bruce Wayne. He doesn't even think he's Bruce Wayne at this point. It will make him feel like Batman is portraying as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's what I also like the character development of the Batman.
Yeah.
At first, he was talking about how he fights for vengeance because his parents are dead and the scum of the city. But as he goes on to learn that his parents were, his dad was kind of bad, he was exposed for what he did. Then he was like, you know what? I'm making my own legacy. I fight for justice now.
Yeah.
Which I think was cool. I like that.
Now he thinks he will become a symbol of hope and then instead of vengeance, which is probably really a way better thing than like vengeance.
Yeah. But yeah, the cinematography was great. The character development was great. I really liked the scene, the car chase scene. Where he's walking upside down.
Oh yeah.
Or the camera's flipped upside down. That was
like
great.
The point of view of the penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's the scene? I can't think of it. But that scene where he's looking over like a whole bunch of towers. Maybe it's a trailer scene. Maybe it's not even in the movie. But that just stuck out to me because of the gorgeous view. Like it's focused on the Batman, but then you see all the city.
Wait, I like the scene. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, but I think it's the scene where he's on a motorcycle and he's going around Gotham and like it's like the square view of Gotham. It's like all the buildings and it's so bright, but like it's so dark and gloomy. Or is that a different scene?
I think it's a different scene. I don't even know if it's in the movie. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I think it is, but I think it was only there for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, because it cuts away. But yeah, I like the cinematography. I really like his Batmobile. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like how they showed it, and like they use it looks like a car. Like it doesn't look.
It's not like the Dark Knight car where it's all like professional. It's like it's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's still like if you look in the Batcave, his car is there, but like there's still people there's still like things around it because he's still working on it.
It needs to be worked on. It's not fully the Batmobile, but it's a really good rev up scene. The rev up scene.
That was awesome.
Or the sound I think that's the best Batmobile yet, and it's still not even finished.
I think if they show the Batmobile again, I think it's gonna be like a totally different one, or it's gonna be more enhanced because that scene in the fire when he was walking to Penguin. Mm-hmm. We never saw the Batmobile again. I think it was caught in the fire. So
it's pretty much done. Yeah. He needs to. Maybe he still has like prototypes. Maybe he has different ones.
Mm.
But
I wonder if they're ever gonna make him have like Batman. I'm not saying like he doesn't have any weapons, but like I want to see a Batarang.
Yeah, I want to see gadgets too. I want to see the Batarang. I want to see the what's it called? Yeah, I want to see the Batarang. I want to see all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably give this movie probably a 10 out of 10 for its drama, its action, its portrayal of the characters, all that mixed together, all the drama, the action, the scenery, the cinematography, all that put together. I'd probably say a 10 out of 10. Drama is probably like 8 out of 10. Action probably 9 out of 10, and cinematography a 10 out of 10. So if you round that up, that'd be like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But since it's the Batman, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, rounded up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm glad that DC's making I'm not saying DC's bad at making movies, but I'm saying it's one that outshines the rest of them. Like Joker, that's a really good movie.
I think they're starting to catch on what really makes a good movie.
Yeah. Because
the Joker movie was good. The Suicide Squad movies were funny. They're good.
Yeah.
The Batman movie was good. And I haven't watched Peacemaker, but I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, I've watched it. It's one of the best superhero shows I ever saw, actually. I think DC is actually I'm not saying like they're being the best right now, but I'm saying like they're getting there. Like they're becoming like way better than just like, like Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
Yeah. I think Marvel's good at storytelling. I think it's really good at making the story and turning it into a movie and how they make the movie. But I think DC has overall better characters,
Yeah.
But I think I like Marvel more because you get attached to Marvel characters. You don't really get attached to DC.
I never cried to a DC movie.
It's not like, oh no, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna admit I cried during that scene where Iron Man died and.
Oh yeah, I cried during
Endgame.
The funeral. Or like
that and whenever he snapped his fingers and then he kind of like passed off.
I cried when Peter was crying to Tony when he was like asking that he won, and the scene where the part in where Captain America gets to be with Peggy.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah, I cried during that. I don't know, it was just so beautiful. I love that scene.
Yeah, because a lot of people get emotionally attached to these characters, and that's what makes Marvel a great franchise.
I think DC seems to linger with like godlike characters, but I think Marvel seems to like go with like characters that aren't like that overpowered, but they're powerful. But like you can still like get them. They're relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spider-Man, Tony Stark, Miss Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think all that's great. I think the cinematography is great. I think how they did this movie was just awesome. The actors who played it, whoever came up with Robert Pattinson playing as the Batman, took the riskiest choice ever.
And it works so well.
I know. And, Paul Dano's, costume, all their wardrobes were, the wardrobe itself.
It seems so like I could get that if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's like homemade.
Yeah.
Probably not the Batman, but probably the Riddler's.
Riddler, yeah, definitely. It's like Batman, I don't know. Like that seems like actually.
Gotta be like a billionaire to
or like
get that.
Catwoman.
Catwoman, yeah, that's definitely homemade, and she doesn't even have money.
Yeah. So like it's like based off like if she wasn't like, she's a thief.
Yeah,
So
have you seen her house? She's literally covered in cats and like trash everywhere. But yeah, this movie is definitely awesome. I like the wardrobe probably the best out of all this. Batman's suit was great. I like how they put the the cowl. I think that was awesome. How it's way different than the other cowls. I think the Riddler's costume was great. It was literally the mask was this old military mask for like cold weather.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. It's different, but it's good.
Especially like Marvel, I think I prefer DC costumes better. I think they're just more like not comic accurate, but like they also have like it seems more like better. It just seems better. It's just way better than like Spider-Man or like Moon Knight.
I think you think Marvel is better?
Huh?
You think Marvel better or DC?
I think Marvel is better, but like the way like DC has with like Shazam, or like Black Adam. Black Adam's suit looks awesome. I can't wait to see that movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Would you rather watch for the rest of your life Batman or Iron Man? I'd say Batman.
Batman.
Iron Man, I'd rather be but I'd rather, I get more emotionally attached to those type of characters like Iron Man because you see like their whole life play out. Batman is really all over the place when it comes to
I'm not saying
making
like,
characters.
Yeah, I just like the only thing he has close to like relation is like he's in a house, but yeah.
Yeah, but the Batman has a whole bunch of different like storylines. It has Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson, and Christian Bale.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. You got like 7 different actors, and then for Iron Man you only got 1. So you get more emotionally attached instead of Batman because there's different ones and you don't know who to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah. I'd probably give this movie a 10 out of 10, like I said earlier.
I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. The actors are great. The cinematography was great. The portrayal of the characters were great. My experience with the movie, my first thoughts were great. The wardrobe was awesome. The merchandise, as you can see here, is
Awesome.
yeah. But yeah, you should go check it out. You can watch it on HBO Max or buy it on Blu-ray or DVD. You can see those in the link down below. But yeah, thank you for watching Phelps Talks About Films. We'll catch you later.